Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Day in the Life podcast. I'm Lily.
And I'm Jamie. We're so happy you're here with us today. We're going to share a super detailed look at what a typical day looks like for us, from morning till night, with all the little routines, habits, and activities in between. So settle in and let's get started.
Absolutely. So, Jamie, let's start from the very beginning, our mornings. I wake up pretty early, around 6 a.m. The first thing I do is try not to check my phone immediately. Instead, I sit up in bed, take a few deep breaths, and do a quick meditation for about 5 minutes. It helps set a calm tone for the day and clears my mind.
That's a really good habit. I usually wake up around 6:30 a.m. When I wake up, the first thing I do is turn off my alarm and then do some gentle stretching right in bed. Just some neck rolls, shoulder stretches, and waking up my body a little. Then I get out of bed and my first action is to drink a big glass of water. Hydration is key.
I totally agree. After that, I head to the kitchen to make my morning coffee. I love starting my day with a good cup of coffee. I usually brew a strong espresso or pour over. While my coffee is brewing, I like to prepare my breakfast, which is usually something healthy like oatmeal topped with fresh fruits or a smoothie bowl.
Yum. I prefer a simple breakfast too. Maybe a boiled egg, avocado toast, or Greek yogurt with nuts. While I eat, I typically listen to a podcast or some relaxing music. It's my little moment of peace before I dive into the busy day.
And speaking of routines, after breakfast, I spend about 10 minutes journaling. I write down what I'm grateful for, set my intentions for the day, and outline my goals. It's a way to focus my mind and stay motivated.
That's a fantastic idea. I do something similar on some days. I write in my journal about what I want to accomplish, and also jot down any thoughts or feelings I have. Then, I gear up for some exercise. I usually go for a walk outside or do a quick 20-minute yoga session in my living room.
I love yoga. I try to do at least 15 or 20 minutes of stretching or yoga, focusing on breathing, flexibility, and releasing tension. Sometimes I do a more vigorous workout, like body weight exercises or a quick HIIT session.
That's awesome. Exercise really energizes me for the day. After my workout, I take a long, refreshing shower. I like to use peppermint or eucalyptus shampoo to wake up my senses. Then I get dressed, usually something comfortable but presentable if I have meetings.
Same here. I try to choose my outfit based on my mood and whether I have any meetings or creative work planned. Once I'm dressed, I settle into my workspace. I set up my laptop, organize my files, and review my to-do list for the day.
Speaking of work, I start my workday around 8 a.m. I work best in the morning, so I usually jump right into my projects. I spend the first hour or two doing focused work, like designing logos, editing photos, or brainstorming ideas. I believe in blocking out time for deep work without interruptions.
I do the same. I have a dedicated workspace at home, which I keep clutter-free. I use tools like the Pomodoro Technique, 25 minutes of focus work, then a 5-minute break, to stay productive and avoid burnout. During these breaks, I stretch, grab a snack, or walk around briefly to refresh.
That's effective. My typical work involves lots of email correspondence, client meetings, and creative tasks. I often switch tasks around based on priority. Around mid-morning, I usually take a short 10-minute break for some light movement, maybe stretch or look out the window to get some natural light.
After a couple of focus work sessions, I like to take a longer break. I'll go outside to get some fresh air, sometimes just walk around my neighborhood or sit in my garden if the weather's nice. It helps bring new ideas and clarity when I return to my writing.
Now, lunchtime. I usually have a healthy, balanced meal. Sometimes I make a big salad with lots of vegetables, some grilled chicken or fish, and a light vinaigrette. Other days, I enjoy a veggie wrap or a bowl of homemade soup. I always try to avoid heavy, greasy foods so I don't feel sluggish afterwards.
Same here. I prefer light, nutritious lunches. My favorite is a quinoa salad with roasted vegetables, hummus, and a bit of feta cheese. After eating, I usually take about 15 to 20 minutes to relax. Maybe lie down for a quick power nap or just sit outside and enjoy the sunshine if it's nice.
Power naps are such a good idea. They really help recharge. After lunch, I go back to my work. More creative projects, client calls, or designing. I find my energy dips a little around 2 or 3 p.m., so I make sure to do something slightly different at that time. Sometimes I switch to admin tasks or do some research.
I experience that mid-afternoon slump too. That's why I schedule some quick creative brainstorming or reading during those hours, something that sparks new ideas or fuels my motivation. I also try to get in a small dose of physical activity, like a brisk walk or even some dancing around my room just to boost my energy levels.
That's a great tactic. I've started listening to upbeat music during that time or podcasts on topics I love, like design trends or personal growth. It keeps me motivated and inspired. Around 4 p.m., I usually wind down my core work and start wrapping up tasks for the day.
When I finish my main work around that time, I spend about 30 minutes tidying up my workspace and reviewing what I've accomplished. It helps me feel organized and ready for tomorrow.
Which is super important. I also like to plan my next day briefly, jotting down the top 3 priorities. That way, I start tomorrow with a clear focus.
Now, shifting to our evenings, I make it a point to disconnect from work completely. I usually cook dinner around 6 or 6:30. I love experimenting with different cuisines. Tonight, I tried making a vegan stir-fry with lots of colorful vegetables, tofu, and a homemade sauce.
Nice. I enjoy cooking too. Tonight, I prepared grilled salmon, sweet potatoes, and steamed broccoli. I think a good meal is a great way to unwind after a busy day.
Totally. After dinner, I like to do something relaxing. Sometimes I watch documentaries or catch up on my favorite series. Other nights, I read a book. Right now, I'm into a mystery novel that I just can't put down.
I'm a big fan of reading too. Right now, I'm going through a motivational self-help book. I even keep a small journal nearby to jot down interesting insights or inspiring quotes I come across.
That's a wonderful habit. I also practice gratitude journaling in the evening, writing down things I'm thankful for, which helps me stay positive and grounded.
And before bed, I like to do some light stretching and breathing exercises. It helps me relax and settle into restful sleep. Sometimes I listen to calming music or white noise to help drown out any noise from my environment.
Same here. I like to turn off screens at least 30 minutes before sleeping and do some gentle meditation or mindfulness. It makes a huge difference in the quality of my sleep.
Well, there you have it. A very detailed look at how we spend our days, from morning routines to winding down at night. It's interesting how small habits and routines can make such a difference in our overall well-being and productivity.
Absolutely. We hope sharing this detailed schedule gives you some ideas to refine or adapt in your own life. Everyone's different, but small intentional habits can really add up.
That's right. Even making tiny adjustments, like adding a 10-minute morning stretch or ending your day with gratitude journaling, can lead to big changes over time. The key is to stay mindful and intentional about your activities.
And don't forget to listen to your body and mind. Some days you might need more rest or maybe a different routine altogether. Adaptability is important. The goal is to create a routine that energizes you and helps you stay balanced and happy.
Exactly. Also, try to include activities that bring you joy, whether that's cooking, reading, exercising, or spending quality time with loved ones. Incorporating passions into your routine makes it easier to stick with over the long term.
Well said. And speaking of routines, we'd love to hear what your daily schedule looks like. You can share with us in the comments or send us a message on our social media channels.
Yes, engagement is always appreciated. We're curious, what's one small change you want to try starting tomorrow? Maybe waking up earlier, drinking more water, or taking more walks outside.
Whatever it is, remember that progress is a journey. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small.
Before we wrap up, a quick reminder, if you enjoyed this super detailed episode about our daily routines, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, hit that like button, comment your thoughts or questions, and share this episode with friends or family who might find it helpful.
Thanks so much for spending your time with us today. We truly appreciate you listening and supporting our podcast. We hope you have a fantastic day filled with positive energy and healthy habits.
Take care, everyone. Stay motivated, stay inspired, and we'll see you next time.
Bye for now.